Elio guys, and welcome back once again to yet another episode of Infinite Magicraid. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Melia, a legendary I unfortunately still don't have, so I'm hoping that day will come when I get to pull this baby girl because she just looks awesome. I think she looks super duper great, and she also has a transformation skill, which we'll get into here in a little bit. But we do have her stat distribution very similar to, I want to say, Carrie, but I think she has slightly more attack than Carrie, and hopefully there's a reason why, because she also has a little bit less HP, but overall her stat distribution is pretty classic as a legendary unit here. She is also an attacker type, and she is also the light mark, meaning that she's a light unit. Once again, she doesn't have to really worry about the whole RGB type stuff, meaning that you can bring her into a lot of places and not worry about elemental disadvantage. But for her basic attack here, which is Icy Light, it deals 200% attack damage to a single enemy, and with that fully booked up, it goes to 280%. Pretty classic as just a basic attack. There's no added effect though, which is kind of sad. So I do wish that the damage on this was higher if there's no added effect to it, but I have no control over that. Her second skill though, which is called Flame Spear, and it has a 4-turn cooldown. This deals 2 stages of 200% of her attack damage to a single enemy, with a 40% chance to inflict a layer of HP burning for 2 rounds. With this fully booked up though, it gets boosted up to 230% of her attack damage, meaning since it's 2 stages though, it goes from 230 to 460. That's some pretty good damage, and then it does get reduced to a 3-turn cooldown instead, and the 40% chance is better than 30%, but it still isn't super high, meaning that you shouldn't rely on this move to do HP burning. Like if it sticks, but the main selling point though is really those 2 stages of attack, because that's going to be some damage. And then next up though, we do have our passive skill, which is called Burning Armor, and there's a 60% chance to inflict a layer of HP burning on the attacker for 2 rounds when she takes direct damage. 60% is already pretty high, meaning that if someone hits her, and obviously she's taking damage from them, there's a chance that they could be inflicted with this debuff. And with this move fully booked up, there's a 100% chance guarantee that they're going to get HP burning on them. But we can already see from her second skill that HP burning seems to be a big theme of her, which I believe she would already synergize well with Hizanja. I want to say that's how you say her name, the unit with the bird. Hopefully I didn't slaughter that, but it won't be the first or last time. But this is interesting because I guess in theory, use this to your advantage if you're fighting a Melia and you have Liz, because if Liz directly damages her, she's going to get hit with HP burning. But if you have Liz with her exclusive weapon, I think at level 1, that HP burning is actually going to heal her and not hurt her. So you do have some ways to get around this, but my theory with Melia especially is, if you don't want HP burning, or if you want to prevent that from stacking up too much, try and nuke her. Just try and take that baby girl out, or hit her with non-direct damage. And then we have her ultimate skill over here, which has a whopping 7-turn cooldown. My god. Valkyrie, where she transforms into her Valkyrie form, and she gets all of her skills enhanced for 3 rounds, and this effect cannot be removed, and she also gains a freaking turn while doing this. And with it fully booked up, it gets dropped down to 5 turns instead of 7, but that is huge, and it doesn't really state how her moves are enhanced. So I'm curious to see how enhanced are they, like what type of buff is being applied to all of her moves to, you know, make this a 7-turn cooldown. Taking a look at her exclusive weapon though, which is Chilling Pistols, even though those are like lances, rods or something like that. Her Valkyrie state lasts for 1 more round at level 1, meaning it's there for 4 rounds. And then for her level 2 state for Chilling Pistols, when transforming into Valkyrie, Melia immediately settles the damage dealt by HP burning on all enemies. So once she transforms, she's going to be hitting everyone. That's beautiful. I like that. And for level 3 for her exclusive weapon, when she's in her Valkyrie status, so her whole freaking exclusive weapon is just about her Valkyrie form. She deals 15% more damage in level 4 and 5. She gets that speed increase, but already at level 3 she already has a substantial stat increase, so that added 15% more damage is just freaking lovely. Now I haven't seen her freaking Valkyrie move, or if I have, I can't remember off the top of my head here, so I'm actually going to click on this so we can kind of take a look at it here because I'm just curious. So she's in that state, and her Valkyrie move, it still is reading the same stuff here, but it looks like her freaking basic attack also gets a chance to apply HP burning up there, which was what I thought was kind of weird, that her basic attack by herself didn't really have anything up there, but in her Valkyrie state it does apply that, which once again isn't going to be super reliable. It is there though, and I'm sure that there's gear out there that can kind of help build around that to make that chance higher, but it is there. I can't tell you how much this chance will be though with it fully booked up, because I don't have one to kind of test, but that is very interesting. Her second skill though doesn't seem to be anything different up there. Actually, there is something different. It deals 3 stages of her attack damage and not 2. Holy crap. Holy crap. So Valkyrie is definitely the way to go for her. Let's take a look at her passive. So for her passive, when she's in her Valkyrie state 2, there's a 60% chance to start a counterattack when Melia takes direct damage. Very interesting. So her moveset does completely change in her Valkyrie status. So obviously having her booked up may not really impact her regular form, but especially with her being kind of orbiting around her whole ultimate, which is her Valkyrie form, things get a lot more spicy with her. But in my opinion, I think she's a great unit. I think she's perfectly fine as a legendary, and if you pair her up with other HP burning units, it's going to do a lot of damage. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. As always, I'll leave her gear set information in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next one, and yeah, peace out.